and today we are going to learn science. Okay, from in science 6th standard we had started with the lesson number 7, that is nutrition and diet. Okay, and in that we had completed few topics. And let us first of all, before starting the topic, let us first we will revise the topic. Okay, whatever we had learned, that we will revise. Okay, so let me ask you a few questions that we had already completed. So you have your textbook, right? I know that we had done this lesson many days before. That is, I think it is on 3rd or 4th, right? So you can take out your textbook, you can revise it, you can read from textbook also, you can give me the answer from your textbook. Okay, so you can open your page number 50 and you can give the answer. If you are not remembering the all points, so you can give me the answer from book also. Okay, so first of all, first question is why we should eat food? Why we have to eat food? Yes, can anyone give me the answer?
For our health and for our...
Yes, for our health and nutrition, right? If we will eat food, then we will get nutrition from the food. Okay. Now, what do you mean by nutrition? What is nutrients? Can you tell me that what is nutrients and what do you mean by nutrition? Yes? What is nutrition? If you are eating food, then you will get the nutrition from it. Or you will get nutrition from it. So, what is exactly mean by nutrition? Yes, can anyone tell? You can. Yes, Ansh, can you tell me?
There are 6 main nutrition in our food.
Yes.
Carbon dioxide and fat, proteins.
Miss, can I tell?
Yes, yes, definitely you can tell.
The process of providing or obtaining the food necessary for health and growth.
Yes, but we get, when we eat food, we get nutrition from it. It means that there are some of the components that are important for our growth and for our wear and tear of our body. So those components of food are known as nutrients. Okay, and at the end, when we get the regular, we will get nutrients, then our body will get the proper nutrition. Okay, now can you give me the names of such nutrients which are necessary for us? Yes, there are 6 nutrients. We had seen 3 of that we had completed and 3 are remaining. So which are the 3 nutrients which are necessary for, 6 nutrients which are necessary for our regular growth of body? Yes, definitely you can say.
Carbohydrates, fats, proteins, fiber, vitamins and minerals.
Okay, carbohydrate. You repeat it. Carbohydrate. Repeat. Carbohydrates.
Carbohydrates, fats, proteins,
Yes.
fiber
Fats,
and minerals.
protein, fibers, minerals. Okay, and along with that, we should need water also. Okay, and can you tell me that how much calorie is needed for a healthy child, if a growing child like you, if you are playing, you are studying, right? So how much calorie is needed for us for the proper growth of our body? Yes? How much calorie is necessary? You can see in your book also. You will get it in your book. Yes, anyone can else? You have your textbook, you can read, you can find out the answer. Come on, fast. Yes, anyone else?
Some part of energy requirement is also fulfilled by fatty foods such as oil, ghee and butter. We get energy in the form of meat we eat.
See, I had asked you that how much calorie is needed. So when the short question is asked, you have to give the brief, very small answer. That is 200 to 2000, 2000 to 2500 calorie of from the food is needed for the healthy child. Okay. So we will start with our remaining part of this lesson. Okay. For that, I'm going to start my this PPT. Just give me 1 minute. Okay. So I'm sharing my screen with you. Okay, can you see the screen?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
miss.
Visible to you? Okay. Now we will start with our next part, which we had not done in the last lecture, right? So this is your online education. The name of lesson is nutrition and diet. Okay. And this is 6th standard with English medium. Okay. Now we have seen that food is very much necessary for us. We get nutrients from the food, and nutrients are required for what? The nutrients are required for energy. Why? Because all day we are doing so many work, right? So we need energy for that. After that, we must grow, right? For the growing also, and nutrients are important, and for the maintenance of our body, nutrients are important. And this is the chart in which we can see that proteins, fats, water, carbohydrate, dietary fibers, minerals, vitamins, these all things are important. These all nutrients are important for us for the balance. And if all the nutrients are there in our food, then it is known as a balanced diet, right? But in balanced diet also, we can see here, these are the 6 main nutrients. Okay. Out of that, the upper 3, that carbohydrate, protein, and fats, we had completed, right? And they are the macronutrients, right? They are macronutrients. And the remaining 3, mineral, vitamins, fibers, the mineral and vitamins are the micronutrients. Okay. Now, this is our food pyramid that we had seen in the last lecture. Okay. Last session we had seen that bodybuilders, in the base you will see that the major area of this pyramid is occupied by the carbohydrates. What is the meaning of it? That whatever we eat during the daytime, in that carbohydrates should be included in maximum food items. Okay, so we should eat more food with which gives us carbohydrate. Okay, because they gives us energy. Then second is vitamins and minerals we need, so we should eat proper amount of vegetables and fruits. Okay, because they protects us from various diseases, right? And next one is the protein and calcium, right? So these are the bodybuilders which help us for the maintenance of our body. And in the top of the pyramid, you can see that fats, it should be in very less quantity. We should not eat very high fatty foods. Okay. So this, if you will eat regularly according to this chart, then definitely you will get the balanced diet. Okay. So we know that we get carbohydrate from wheat, rice, maize, and oats. Like this type of cereal, you will get the carbohydrates. And protein we get from meat, egg, almond, and we can say from sprouts, etc. from, and fats you will get from oil, ghee, butter, such foods. Okay. So up to this, that is we had completed. Sorry. Now we will see minerals. Okay, minerals, vitamin and fibers. Today we are going to learn about these three parts. Okay. Now what are the minerals? Minerals. So we can see here, they are the inorganic substances. Okay. And they require in very small quantity, and so they are known as the micronutrients. We don't need them in very high quantity. Very small quantity of mineral is enough for our body. So if they are less, if we will, we are eating all type of foods, but if we are not taking some type of minerals, like we can see which are the minerals. See, iron is there, calcium and phosphorus, iodine, sodium and potassium. These are the minerals which are very much necessary for our body to get the proper uh, growth, means see, with the help of these minerals, what will happen? They will stimulate some of the glands and they will secrete the proper nutrients which are necessary for our body, right? So what are the uses of these minerals? So first one is iron. Okay, so iron is necessary for our body because iron carries the oxygen and to all part of the body. Okay, so we get this iron from meat, spinach, apples, raisins. Okay, these are the food from which we will get the iron. And if we face the deficiency of this iron, then what will happen? Okay, so our body will suffer from anemia. Okay, so what is anemia? Anemia is a decrease in total amount of red blood cells. Okay, and in red blood cells there is hemoglobin, and hemoglobin, if you will eat the iron rich food, then your hemoglobin percentage will increase. Okay, and it will help you to carry the oxygen in your blood. Okay, now second is calcium and phosphorus. Okay, now what is the importance of calcium and phosphorus? Calcium is useful for the bones and your teeth. Okay, calcium and phosphorus are useful for bone and teeth. This calcium and phosphorus you will get from milk and milk products and green leafy vegetables, or you will get it from meat. Okay, and if you are not taking the proper amount of milk, or if your proportion of calcium or phosphorus is less in your diet, then what will happen? Your teeth will be, you can see that they will become brittle. They will break down very easily. Your bones will break down very easily. Okay, so this problem you will face if the calcium or phosphorus is less in your diet. Okay, now next is iodine. Okay, what is this iodine? It will control the growth of your body. It speeds up the chemical reaction in the body. So if the iodine is less or more, then it will it will cause the different types of diseases like thyroid. Okay, hypothyroid, then hyperthyroid. This you can see here the picture. Yes, what is this? This is goiter, and this is caused by the deficiency of iodine. Okay, so what happens in this? It is a swelling in neck, and it results from an enlarged thyroid gland. Okay, so why it happens? Because if the proportion of iodine is less, it will not stimulate the glands to secrete their juices. Okay, it is present in our neck region, right? हमारे neck में होता है. And if iodine is very less in amount, then what will happen? It will secrete more juices which are from the thyroid glands, and it will give this problem. Okay, goiter. Okay, now next one is sodium and potassium. What it does, it will maintain the body's water balance, then functioning of the muscles and the nervous system. It will help the nervous system. What is nervous system? Whatever your in your body, your different types of this sensory organs that gives you the knowledge of color, smell, or some type of emotions. These all related to the nervous system. Okay, so sodium and potassium is very much useful for the nervous system also. Now we get this sodium and potassium from salt, cheese, leafy vegetables, fruits, and pulses. Okay, and if the proportion of sodium and potassium you are taking less in your diet, then what will happen? It will cause to the inefficiency of the muscles. Okay, so this is all about the minerals. Now we will see about vitamins. Now, when we go to the vitamins, vitamins are the nutrients that we get from the food. Whatever food we eat, from that we are getting vitamins. Okay, not all type of vitamins, fruit, but some of the food will give you the vitamins. They are essential nutrients needed by us to remain healthy. It gives us good health. Okay, our body cannot produce vitamin. In our body, we are not having such mechanism that will produce the vitamin. So we have to take it from outside. Okay, so vitamins, which are the vitamin rich food? We get most of the vitamin from foods, vegetables, nuts, egg, meat, fish. These are some of the food materials from which we will get the vitamin. Okay, now again we can see that there are two different types of vitamins. Some of them are fat soluble vitamins and some of them are water soluble vitamins. Okay, now first we'll see the fat soluble. You can see here which are the fat soluble vitamins. We can see that vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K. These are the vitamins which are fat soluble. Okay, and they mix with the fat and they are stored in the body. Okay, and what are the water soluble vitamins? These vitamins mix with the blood and they flow through our body, and whatever content is necessary for our body, it will be used, and the rest are thrown out of the body through the urine. Okay, now here we can see which are the water soluble vitamins. They are vitamin B and vitamin C. Now we will see one by one about all the vitamins. Okay, vitamin A. What is its work? Okay, what are the sources of vitamin A? So you can get vitamin A from carrot, milk, butter, then vegetables, sweet potatoes, deep and yellow fruits, vegetables. From these all things you will get vitamin A. Okay, and it will help in the proper growth, it will help to the eyesight. Okay, it protects the eyesight. It helps to keep skin and bone and teeth healthy. Okay, so these are vitamin A. Now we'll see vitamin B. Vitamin B, it is the sources of vitamin B is milk product, then fish, meat, nuts, almonds, walnut, and cashew nuts. These are the sources of vitamin B. And its health benefit is it helps in converting food into the energy. Now there are different types of vitamin B. Vitamin B1, B9, B12. These are the vitamins which are present in different types of food. So from where we will get vitamin B1? We will get vitamin B1 from milk, fish, meat, cereals, nuts, etc. Okay, and it helps in the proper function of nerves and heart. If we face the deficiency of this disease, then it will cause the beriberi. It is a disease. It is related to the nerve cell. Okay, and it will weak the muscles efficiency. They will make the muscles inefficient. Okay, so your muscles will not work properly. Now, second is B9. B9 is related to the growth of a body. And you will get this B9 from deep green vegetables, papaya and kiwi. This type of fruit, you will get the vitamin B9. Now, if there is a deficiency of vitamin B9, so what will happen? Improper growth or anemia, forgetfulness, then slow movement of body. So this type of disease may cause in your body because of the deficiency of vitamin B9. Now, third one is the B12, vitamin B12. So what is the importance of vitamin B12? It helps in the formation of red blood cells. Okay, and you will get this red blood vitamin B12 from meat and milk product. And if there is a deficiency of vitamin B12, you will again suffering from the anemia. Now we'll see vitamin C. Okay, now what are the sources of vitamin C? We get vitamin C from citrus fruits like oranges, lemon, right? Nowadays, you are suggested to eat more vitamin C, the fruits which are having full of vitamin C, right? Nowadays, you are eating more oranges, this lemon juice, you are suggested to take. Why? Because it works on the immune system, right? And if you will take the more amount of vitamin C fruits, then your immune system will work very properly, because nowadays we can see that all we are suffering from different problems which are caused due to the corona, right? So in this corona काल हम लोग देख रहे हैं कि we are eating more food with the vitamin C. We should keep our immunity, proper immunity. For proper immunity, we need vitamin C full rich food. Okay. Now, what are the health benefits of this? It is important for the healthy skin, gums and blood vessels, help in the faster healing of wounds. These are the benefits of vitamin C. And if there is a deficiency of vitamin C, we will suffer from the scurvy. Okay. What is the scurvy? Scurvy is the disease in which our gums will bleed. Okay, it will make our teeth and gums weak, and because of that, we will suffer from the bleeding gums. Okay, then next is vitamin D. So, what are the sources of vitamin D? We get vitamin D from sunlight. We get it from milk. We get it from milk products, fish, etc. Now, you may remember the name, the cod liver oil. It is vitamin D. It is rich with the cod liver vitamin D. Okay, cod liver oil is rich with vitamin D. Now, health benefits. What are the health benefits of it? Important for the strong bones and teeth. Now, vitamin E. What are the sources of vitamin E? We get vitamin E from whole grains, dairy products, nuts, green leafy vegetables, etc. Okay, and its health benefits are, it keeps our heart healthy, it cleans our blood vessels and help our body to fight from the infection. And lastly, the vitamin K. So the sources of vitamin K are green leafy vegetables and broccoli, dairy products, soya bean. These are all the sources of vitamin K. Now, health benefits are, it keeps the blood clotting. Now, this process is very much useful, because if our blood will not clot, what will happen? whenever we if there is happen like any accident is happen, then what will happen? If we are if any type of injuries is there in our hand or leg, then we know that blood will start running, right? हमें वो जो घाव होता है उसमें से blood बहने लगता है. So if clotting is not done, then what will happen? ज्यादा हमारा जो body है उसमें से बहुत सारा खून बह जाएगा, right? So this clotting will help in stopping the it will clot the blood so that the blood will not come out of body. मतलब बहुत ज्यादा जो खून है वो बह नहीं जाएगा. Okay. Now these are the all vitamins which we had completed. Now next part is the fiber. Now these fibers are also very much important for our body. Why it is important? Because they are the roughage. Okay, roughage, they are known as fiber. They are the fibers. They are indigestible carbohydrates. We get it from carbohydrate. Whatever carbohydrate food we eat. Okay, like see, we are eating the cereals, fruits and vegetables. In this you will get the roughage, that is fibers. They are the fiber, they are rich in fiber, and this fiber will help in the digestion of our food. So whatever we eat, the carbohydrate, if we get the carbohydrate from some type of food, so we'll get fibers also. Okay, so from that fiber, these fibers are very much necessary for the digestion of our food. Okay, now it will help in movement of food in your small intestine. If your food is having sufficient amount of fibers, so if you take sufficient amount of fibrous foods, and then what will happen? It will help in the movement of food in your small intestine. Okay. So along with this fibrous food, we should take small amount of water also. It will make the easy of this process. Okay, at least 20% of food water we should take. Now water actually in our body, water, this is also one important part of this food. We should eat, we should drink water because it is the best medicine. Okay, how we can see that if early morning you are drinking some hot water, lukewarm water you should drink. So it will help you for the proper digestion and you will get the proper motions, right? So it is very much important to drink water in a day. Then it will help in the digestion of food. Now here are the 4 major use of water. Number 1 is blood. In our blood there is water. So it will help the proper flow of water. Secondly is in our each and every cell there is water. So whatever functions that are carried out in our cell, it will ease the mechanism in the cell. Each and every mechanism will be easily done with the help of this water. Number 3 is it will help us for the digestion of our food. And number 4, it will maintain our body temperature. Okay, so in this case, we can see that water is useful for us in this water has these 4 main functions in our body. So in our body, we can see that there are 50 to 70% of water. Our body is containing 50 to 70% of water. So here all the different types of macronutrients and micronutrients we had finished with this. Okay, so what are the exactly healthy eating tips? How we should eat in a day if we are eating our food? So if you want to take a healthy, if you want to follow the healthy chart, then what should you do? So you should eat the different kinds of food. Don't, if you like Maggi, so you are eating every time you are going for Maggi. So it is not good. If you are eating Maggi full day, then it is not good for you. Okay. So we should eat the different kinds of food. Eat at least 4 meals a day with which the right proportion. You know the proportion. We had seen that we should eat more proportion of carbohydrate rich food, then moderate proportion of the food with the vitamins and fibers. We had seen fruits and vegetables. After that, we should take some amount of proteins food, right? And then less amount of fat that we had seen in the pyramid, right? So according to that pyramid, you should take your 4 meals a day. Drinking water, we should drink water frequently. Whole day we should drink at least 8 to 10 glasses of water. Do physical exercise. Every day you should do physical exercise also. So here we can see we should include water also for your healthy eating tips. Okay, so regularly you should drink water, and rest all is same as it is given, right? Now, if you are not taking your food properly, what will happen? If you are not taking your healthy, your eating style is not proper. If you are not eating healthy food, yes, you are taking large amount of fats in your diet, right? If you are eating this burger and pizza and French fries, this type of food, if you are taking this junk food, what will happen? Yes, you will suffer from different diseases because you are not getting all type of nutrition. And if you are not getting all type of nutrition, then what will happen? You are definitely you are going to suffer some or other disease, right? So you will not get your proper nutrition. Then you will face from the digestive problems. It may be you will your weight will you will get the weight loss, or आपका वजन बहुत बढ़ जाएगा, will suffer from obesity, right? So if you are not this all is known as malnutrition. If you are not eating proper food according to your food pyramid, then what will happen? You will suffer from malnutrition. It may be of two types. It is undernutrition or overnutrition. If you are not getting the proper nutrition from your food, then you will suffer from undernourishment and your weight will lose. And if you are eating more fatty foods, you are eating French fries and your pizza, cheese, that all things, if you are eating a whole day, then what will happen? It will give you the overnutrition. Okay, so because of the less nutrition, your growth will stunted. Your height will not increase. You may not get proper weight of your body. And if you are eating more full day, you are eating this overnutrition, if you are doing, then you will see the abnormal development of your body parts. Okay, so you may gain your weight. So this is your full and final. We had completed with our lesson. So we'll just revise it, that some of the topics we'll see. Fruits and vegetables contain minerals and vitamins. They keep human beings healthy. Milk and dairy products contain calcium and it helps in bones, teeth and nails to grow. Meat and fish contains protein. It helps in our body to grow and repair itself. Bread and cereals and potatoes contain fibers and carbohydrates. So they help us to digest our food. Fatty acid and sugary food, they contains fats. They gives us energy, but only in very small amount. Okay, now just we will see, I want to ask you some question. We will see few of the questions. So what is the process? It is a process of, can you fill this blank? The process of intake of food and utilizing it for all life process is called, what is this? It is a process of intake of food and utilize it for the life process. What do you mean by it? What you will get by eating food? If you are eating food and utilizing it, so what you will get from it? Yes, can anyone tell me? Yes.
Carbohydrate.
Hello. It is known as
Nutrition.
nutrition. Yes, if you are taking food time to time and you are utilizing that food for your life processes, then it is known as nutrition. Okay. What is second one? All substances in our food which are useful for various bodily processes are called, what are the substances which are useful for our body? Yes. Nutrients. They are known as nutrients. You are getting nutrients, but the nutrition you are getting from what? You are getting nutrition from nutrients, and these nutrients are which are the nutrients? Carbohydrate, protein, then fats. These are the nutrients, and you are getting these nutrients from the food. Then nutrition present in citrus food. Which nutrition is there? Which nutrients are there? What you will get from citrus fruit, citrus food? जैसे lemon है, you will get vitamin C from lemon or from oranges, like that. Okay. Now let us match these columns. Okay, column A. In column A, you can see there are meal eaten at noon, cereals and pulses, cheese and butter, meal eaten at night, cold drinks and candies. Yes. Now, can you match these columns? Meal eaten at noon. What you will say to it? Whatever we eat in noon. Yes. If we take
Dinner.
no, if we are taking at noon, so it will be lunch. Okay, it is a lunch. Now, cereals and pulses. Yes. Plants. Cheese and butter.
Unhealthy.
Cheese and butter are unhealthy for us. Then meal eaten at, you can say cheese and butter, they are the milk products. Right? They are milk products. Then meal eaten at night.
Dinner.
Whatever meal we eat at night, that is known as dinner. So at night you are taking dinner. Okay. And lastly, cold drinks and candies, they are unhealthy for us. Okay. So this is all for our topic today. If you want to ask any question, you can ask. Okay, you should read your textbook. Many of the topics are there given. Some of them are probiotics, then junk food. That topics you should read from your textbook. There is one paragraph is given for junk food. So this is your homework for today. You read the topic that is given, the food items and adulterants. For the adulterants, you can see your page number 55 and junk food. These are the two topics that you have to read and you have to make a notes for it. Okay, what do you mean by junk food? Which are the junk foods and how they are not good for why they are not good for our health. That all you have to make a notes for it. Okay, so yes, it is over for today. Thank you, all of you. So thanks for your support and your answers. Okay.